All right, welcome to Universal Message Love of Extension, Aquarius. Take what resonates with you, take what does not resonate with you, okay? Aquarius, be a part of SGL's success of reaching 1,000 subscribers. I thank you now in advance. Thank you. Definitely a long journey. So for some of you who are out there and you've just started your channel, continue to put in the hard work. Enjoy your work, okay? Don't allow your work to become burdensome. Don't support others, support other channels, but don't become overwhelmed with comparison, okay? It's all about the process, okay? Let's go ahead and start. Let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do, Aquarius. So I'm going to pull your universal love message, your universal message, love of extension. Then I will pull up what it is you need to acknowledge at this time and speak up about. Then we will look at your obstacle, okay? And followed by that, we will look at your emotions, thoughts, and actions. You can choose all three or one. It's up to you. And we'll clarify, read your universal message, love of extension, and get overall direction. So let's go ahead and start your reading, Aquarius. Okay. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. Allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, understanding for Aquarius at this time as a blessing. Ashe. Aquarius, there's definitely some energies that you're not aware of. It's an attack energy, and it may come off as an attack, but these certain type of people that host this energy, it's their form of love. That's the only way they know how to love, and it may put you in a way of being overly protecting of yourself, your space, your loved ones, your children. You fill in the blank of your order, okay? And it's time to really take yourself out of the picture and zoom in, okay? It's not about connecting the dots, just zoom in, okay? It's some form of dysfunctional love, okay? Tough love, right? Something that you don't like, right? Or this is you and you're like, you know what, I love is kind, love is gentle. Yes, it is, right? We have an inner child. This dysfunctionality deals with other people's traumas, and it's the way that of all they know, right? Let's see. So we have the inner child here. Let me let you look at that. Universal message, inner child. Okay. Let's look at what you need to speak up about or acknowledge. We have loosen up. Control freaks don't get laid. So you're definitely attractive, Aquarius. Okay. You're definitely attractive. There's some type of control issue. There can also be a lot of wounds, open wounds, it's scars. I mean, it's just a hot mess, like literally, right? And you could be like, you've healed your inner child for some of you Aquariuses, and what you've been through has formed you into a person that in your inner child days you would have been like, you're weird, it's too much. Like, there is some kind of request of you to be free again. You're free, but you're in your own you're not your own enemy, you're your own bondage, right? And there's people who love you who may have done you wrong, right? And they want that old person back, okay? Yet alone, maybe you. Could be some trust issues, right? Some of you Aquarius it's like, getting laid is the last thing that's on your mind at this time. Oh, Aquarius, you're done dealing with people who use their past trauma and their upbringing as an excuse of their choices pertaining to you. Okay. What is the obstacle for Aquarius? Definitely wanting to explode. Someone could have a sexual addiction. Yeah, like I said, never end of story. It's like you're no longer dealing with people that you constantly have forgiven. And there's definitely with the sexual addiction, it's like I said, it's narcissistic energy. This person is narcissistic. They use their past. And honestly, I truly feel like it's a lie. Some of it could be the truth about what they've been through, but what they're not telling you is the torture that they went through. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. And either you've broken away from it, right? You're no longer being mentally controlled by someone's manipulation of intention to control your emotions. As long as you're in this energy, you can't do nothing, right? The whole day's passed you by and you're like, I'll try again tomorrow. This person wants you in this energy are people. And for some of you Aquariuses, that people are upset because you were able to hear your inner child and they are responsible for certain things that happened to you during your upbringing, right? And for some of you, you're very, very attractive, right? And people are rooting for you and they see you in this energy. People want to come in and help you. That's why I said it's taking yourself out of the picture and zoom in, if that makes sense. Let's look at emotions, thoughts, and actions. You can take all three, or you can choose one. That's up to you. Some of you need to drink water. Or submerge yourself in water. Or someone needs to just literally touch water. Okay. All right, let's look at emotions, thoughts, and actions. Panic. Then I'm going to take these, and then we have love. Remember I said about, and then we have offended. I'm going to take these, miserable. Something about your Aquarius. Normally, for some of you Aquariuses, in the past, when things felt like this, you panicked, okay? And because you were able to get through that alone, right, getting out of this energy, takes a lot of work to get out of that energy, especially without any emotional support. You were your own emotional support. You get out of that energy, people get offended, right? They lose control, right? Dealing with this person with the sexual addiction, as long as you were in this energy, so some form of intoxication, as long as you were drinking all day, they were able to communicate with other people, right? Whether that's email, social media, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how did this person have the time to have sex with other people? And I always see them, right? Again, with the miserable. As long as you are miserable, people are able to control, right? And for some of you Aquariuses, there are people out there, right? And you were able to experience that, or this is something that's getting ready to happen, right? These are tools that's going to help you to be able to use to prevent yourself from getting in this energy, right? They look for people with a good heart, right? Overly loving person, a person who steps in and doesn't allow people to do the work, right? You do the work for people, and then when you get tired, you're like, I can't anymore. No, nope. But then right here, it's like control, loosen up. You're always in control. It's time to get laid. And this unhealthy, toxic situation, it's just a sexual thing. All you're doing is feeding the addiction of this person, but they don't plan on helping you get out of this energy at all. Period. Pure love. Love. That's what you are. No matter what you do to me, I'll always love you. But I truly believe for some of you Aquariuses, you are familiar with this energy and you're finally saying that I'm done. I'm familiar with this pattern. Someone's coming back in and they're like, I need your help. And it's like, it feels like a tit for tat. It's like, but when I was in this energy, did you help me? You watched me cry, but you got on social media to act like nothing was going on. But when you walk away from this person, right? Now it's that you don't, it's like, don't look back. Like, don't look back at all. And for some of you, you keep going back to this toxic situation because you're comfortable with them sexually, right? You know that you're going to get satisfied, but you know that it's toxic, right? This person is going to be offended because you are people, and it has nothing to do with sexual. It's just they're addicted to your energy. All right, let's go ahead and clarify here. And then we'll do the universal message. Universal message. My book of sunshine. Don't be clumsy, Aquarius. Okay? You don't have to prove yourself anymore. You don't have to tell this never-ending story anymore. You don't. It's like going, what I mean by that is not going out of your way. This person did this and that, and that. No, move forward. And when the time comes, see, they're going to panic because they know that you are the truth. Someone's panicking. Someone is definitely panicking because as long as you're in this energy, we're good. But once you start stepping back into your full power, it's like, dang, what is this? What is Aquarius going to say? Right? Two of Pentacles, right? Weighing your options. How am I going to present my story? How do I move forward in building more positive relationships? Just because people were wounded in their upbringing, in their child life, does not make them responsible of torturing or putting havoc in someone else's life because of what they went through. Literally, Aquarius, some of you do need to get laid. Yeah, no longer feeling overwhelmed, right? The Two of Pentacles now in reverse. How did that happen? Don't know. But yeah, here it is. It's like, some of you not even interested in sex. You're like, I can please myself. I'm good. And some of you are at that point where you're like, I'm done with pleasing myself. Like it's something better out there. It's something better. And someone is sensing and they feel your pull. They can't even get into your dream state. Some of you have been looking for them to pop up in your dreams. And it's like, no, you've cut that cord. Okay. And the only reason why they had attachment to you is because you kept going back to them for pleasure. We have the Page of Pentacles, okay? You have manifested a new beginning, right? You have manifested your new inner child, whether it is something that you weren't able to obtain or experience as a child, right? You're no longer blaming others. Okay. All right. The Page of Pentacles here. A new job, a new business, bountiful finances, or more may be incoming. Now is the best time to begin to develop a new skill or entrepreneur venture. Go forward with focus, intention, and hard work, and you will see your dreams come to fruition. Okay. Whoever this is are people, they are in a panic mode, right? It's that energy. As long as you're not doing better than me, as long as you're miserable. But when you pick yourself up and you get back on your A game, it's people are panicking, right? They're coming in saying, I love you. You know, what can I do to help? And it's like, no, they're coming in to destroy, be destructive. And you're like, nah, this is something that, no. Not when it comes to my coin, not when it comes to my grounding, not when it comes with what I've planted, despite of the emotions that could be uncontrollable, right? This is for a certain Aquarius here. It's because the message is shifting, as you can see. You're no longer taking in control of things that have nothing to do with you. Okay. So your inner child, our inner child is compromised of the many different aspects of our childhood. At different times in our adult life, our inner child will need their voice to be heard. Practice listening to your inner child, speaking to them with love and kindness. Let's do your overall direction. Aquarius, you have to know when it's time for you to walk away from people, or when it's time to allow people to come in, and when it's time to connect. You don't want to deal with people who cause you to panic or make you feel miserable. What you're going towards is love. Okay. Oh. I'm like, why am I pulling overall direction? Ace of Swords, your breakthrough, Aquarius. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.